Well, you know, we wanted to get some advice about, you know, taking on the whole back to school challenge. And who better to give us advice than a teacher, a third grade teacher in the Portland Public School System at Jason Lee Elementary, because we wanted to say, Mrs. Burchett, how do we get parents ready to make your day easier once the kids do get back in school? So welcome to you, Emily.
Thank you.
So nice of you to come by. Now, I'm surprised you're not jamming in the classroom trying to get it all set up. Have you started that process yet?
Not quite yet, but I'll be there tomorrow.
You'll be there tomorrow. So first things first, you know, my child has back to school jitters. How, as a parent, can I help from a teacher's perspective?
Well, I think start by having a really positive frame about going back to school. So be reminding them of all the great friends they're going to see, be excited about the teacher that they got, and just set everything in a positive light.
I'll tell you what, I kind of, now I feel bad, again, doing things the wrong way as a parent, because you're saying that, and I know right away, a lot of times I go, oh guys, only one more week left of summer, as if to say,
yes,
here comes school, that's no good. I'm going to change that starting tonight.
Yes, be positive.
Hey guys, school in a week.
Can't wait, waking up early.
You know, you mentioned that teacher thing, and Rod, you know, expressed an opinion about which teacher he wants his daughter to get. Is that tough as a teacher? I mean, do parents voice their concerns to kids too often about that?
You know what, I don't necessarily hear that, so,
yeah.
Although you do hear a lot of what they say at home, but I think most schools have really, really great teachers, and it's kind of the fear of the unknown, and so once they get to know the teacher, everything is smooth.
All right, let's go for the drop-off. I can remember going this, you know, through this with my kids. You know, they cry, I don't want to go, Mommy.
Yes.
How can a parent help in that situation?
Trust in your child's resiliency.
After school.
Have a good day, okay?
Parent left the room, the kid was over it. So there might be a few bumps in the road during the first week of school, but just trust in the resiliency, trust in the school that they know and what to do, and that kids are going to school every single day.
Up to what age do you keep walking them in?
You know, each school is totally different.
You should not be walking Brody in anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
To his freshman year.
Each school is totally different, but I would definitely recommend kindergarten, yes, depending on if they're a sibling, but it's kind of different case by case, and everybody knows their kid.
How about communicating with the teacher? Sometimes you want to ask a question or make a point or tell the teacher something about your child. Email, cornering them after school, before school, is there an appropriate time and way?
Yes, that's a really, really great question. My recommendation is to be proactive in talking to your teachers. So just teachers are already checking their emails. So if you have a concern or any information that can make the transition for me, or I'm sorry, for your student, for me to know going back, please let me know that. Email is always a really great time. Before school can be really challenging because I'm trying to build a relationship with my students. So if I have too much time with one parent, other things can kind of happen. So setting an appointment is really great. Email, and just talking to your individual teacher, what's the best way to get a hold of me.
Is there a certain time of day that it's best to email that you're more likely to see it?
You know, each person's totally different, but I think the morning is a great time.
Hit it up in the morning. Okay, and then if there is a situation in the classroom, you know, my child has a situation with another child, be it anything really, how is that best handled? Do you go to the teacher first, or do you check with the other parent?
Well, I think the first thing to do is just pause, because it's really emotional around your child. As a parent, I totally get that. But to pause and then maybe collect more information, because sometimes you come home and get the 7-year-old version of events. So to call the teacher, let the teacher call you back, kind of do a little bit of investigating yourself, and then come together. Also, I really like to remind people that they're children, and so no child is perfect, and you're all in this situation and this setting of school to learn from each other and to learn from these social interactions. So to be empathetic towards all sides, even if you feel someone has wronged your child.
I'm curious as far as homework goes. You're a third grade teacher, so at that level, and our boys were just in third grade last year, when you assign a homework project or assign daily homework, do you expect a third grader to be doing 100% of that on their own? Do you anticipate or expect or hope that parents are still helping a little bit? Where do you weigh in on that?
I think it changes. Homework.
See, it's
really,
a hard question, isn't it?
It totally is. I mean, and that's with education. It's not one. There's not one answer to any of it. But usually, homework is review. And so, for me, the biggest priority in homework, whether or not you do the worksheets or you do the assignment, is reading. And so, if you haven't started reading with your child and getting that ritual back in your nightly routine, start that today.
All right, well, they are very lucky to have you, the students there in third grade at Jason Lee, and I hope you have a great year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.